3, 2, 1, ignition, and lift off of Falcon 9. Go Blue Walker 3, go Starlink. Vehicle is pitching downrange. Stage 1 propulsion is nominal.
So that's what it looks like to watch a rocket launch up in 2022. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brian Barsoon. I upload YouTube content daily. In this video, we'll be covering the SpaceX's Falcon 9, which successfully launched, as you saw in the intro clip there. And it's going to be launching up to 34 Starlink satellites. Just a few steps away from where NASA's failed Artemis 1 did not launch here in September. It's scheduled to launch later this month, hopefully. But just thought it'd be interesting to watch an actual rocket go up in the air, as NASA apparently can't do that nowadays. So let's take a look at this article here along with this story. This is from the Daily Mail. Elon Musk's latest SpaceX rocket blasts into space without a hitch, yards away from NASA's troubled Artemis spacecraft, which now faces 6-week launch delay. The Falcon 9 takeoff on Saturday, we saw 34 Starlink internet satellites go into orbit. If you're not familiar with what Starlink is, it's Elon's plan to try to have satellite internet reach the entire world. And, with these launches, he's launching the Starlinks into the atmosphere, and thus will increase the range. So the speeds aren't quite there yet, but as you get more and more out there, then speeds will get faster and faster, and will cover larger ground. So areas where there's no internet, you'll be able to get internet in those locations, especially if you're in rural areas or in the mountains. It happened at 9:20 at the Kennedy Space Center in Florida, which I mentioned was right next to where the Artemis 1 failed to launch over at the end of August and early September into Labor Day weekend. And it was the 60th launch for Starlink and the 40th orbital mission so far in 2022. And now it's mentioning about Artemis as well. So let's take a look here. 230-foot unmanned rocket sent to low Earth orbit alongside communications test satellite AST Space Mobile's Blue Walker 3. And this satellite internet constellation, which provides satellite internet access coverage to 40 countries. And like it's mentioning there's some pictures as well of the flight. And there's the initial takeoff. And you can see from that, it's a pretty cool shot there. These shots here are the first stage is launch landing once it reached orbit, which was successful. And what's going on here? In late August, South African-born billionaire struck a deal with T-Mobile to provide direct connectivity to smartphones using Starlink version 2 satellites. So it's even now moving to phone service as well. So if you're a T-Mobile customer, you get a little bit of help with your internet coverage there as well. And you started doing this in 2019. It's the company's 179th launch of the satellites, and saw first stage booster landed in the Atlantic Ocean. So it's a stark contrast from what NASA was trying to do with the Artemis 1 and their failed attempts. So this is a perfect example of the private sector and government bureaucracy at its finest. You put all this money in, all your hard tax dollars into funding these projects, whether you want to or not, and they're unsuccessful, can't get anything done. And then you have Elon Musk. Yeah, he's the richest man in the world, but he's also a businessman and, pretty smart, if you ask me, and is able to get things done much quicker than the government. So just wanted to highlight that contrast there between the two. One's getting stuff done, one's not getting stuff done. And obviously that should mean we should probably not spend so much in the government, when it comes to certain projects like this. Yeah, I want to see NASA succeed, of course, but also letting the private sector do its own thing, I think, is vitally important when it comes to space exploration. Obviously, we have the Space Force that was created by former President Trump in regards to, extending our reach into the stars, or whatever their quote was. But it's just nice to have both, and it's a good marriage of the two, and it's a microcosm of how our economy and our society should be as well when it comes to policy. So just wanted to highlight this quick video showing this. Obviously, Elon's got a lot on his plate with the whole Twitter buyout. That trial is set for October 17th. He's got Starlink. He's got the SpaceX rockets going off, not to mention Teslas and all the electric vehicles that are now being more popular that our government is shunning him from receiving credits for. That's a whole separate video, which I'll briefly, mention. They had tax credits that were in tune of $7,500 if you were to buy an electric vehicle as part of the I think it was the Inflation Reduction Act, I believe. And concurrently, as soon as that went out, they increased their price by $7,500. So just wanted to let you guys know that as well. If you want an electric vehicle, you're not getting any discount on that. So, but it's got a lot going on. It's doing some good things. So it's good to see. Like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. Comment down below what you think about Starlink. If you have any opinions, I'd love to hear them. Subscribe, hit the notification bell if you'd like to see my videos when they go live. Thanks for watching, and take care.